even goed zitten, mensen. Jongens, welkom terug bij een nieuwe video van Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, actually. Het is vandaag vrijdag 19 november 2020, 6:15 s'avonds. En we gaan vandaag op load game drukken. Daar gaan we deze met Monica. Ik weet niet waar de fuck we zijn gebleven. Monica, don't worry, I just walked into. Ik weet niet meer waar ik precies was gebleven. Ik weet wel dat dit als het goed is de derde of vierde dag is. Vlak voor de festival. Ik weet dat de game bijna naar de tering gaat. En wat bedoel ik met naar de tering gaan? Dat die fucked up wordt en heel interessant voor mijn gevoel. Maar ja. Het is vandaag vrijdag 19 november. Eerst hebben we de nieuwtjes. Are you already the walking? Net zoals ben ik nog steeds bij dezelfde episode. Uit mijn hoofd 27. Ik heb geen nieuwe film gekeken. Maar ik heb wel... Jawel, ik heb wel een nieuwe serie gekeken. Een paar dagen geleden genaamd Utopia. Seizoen 1 en seizoen 2 van de UK. Pyro Cinema heeft zijn nieuwste video. Zijn 8 uur video ging over Utopia. Ik had die video bijna helemaal afgekeken. Toen dacht ik, waarom kijk ik de serie zelf niet gewoon? Ook al weet ik de spoilers. Lijkt me alsnog fucking awesome. Het is een geweldige serie. Oh my god, ik wil zo graag seizoen 3 die er nooit gaat komen. Ja, Utopia met zijn fucking geweldige serie. Ga hem kijken, ook als hij heel moeilijk te accessen. Omdat het een UK TV show is en zo. Maar het is zo'n goede serie. Oh my titels, sorry mensen. Holy tering. En je mag nog maar 6 episodes elk seizoen, dus 12 episodes in totaal. Zo'n geweldige serie. Verder is mensen Hyoga of zo, die anime ben ik bij episode 16. En ja, dat was het. Maar ik ga nu Doki Doki. Het is vandaag vrijdag, weekend. Ik was vandaag vrij. Gisteren heb ik lab gehad. Ik heb het overleefd. Project moest ik inleveren. Ik heb afgelopen woensdag een presentatie gehad. Maar daar vertel ik misschien in een video van morgen meer over. Als ik een video daarover ga maken. Waarschijnlijk een Far Cry 4 video. Nu ga ik verder met Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Dus de cringe gaat weer beginnen, mensen. En trouwens, over de cringe gesproken. Ik wou de muziek een PC zachter zetten eigenlijk. Als dat kan. Ja. Zo, ik wil muziek een PC zachter zetten, maar mensen, daar gaan we. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Aha. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. What the fuck, die Nutski is in een tering blij. It's gonna be great, huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Oh yeah, I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayuri all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Bit sus, because it's right in your name. Monica. Dat is waarschijnlijk een Japanse woordgrap die ik niet snap, maar oké. Huh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Ja, precies. Het is waarschijnlijk een Japans ding, maar oké. Huh? What the fuck? Never mind. Bit sus. Let's just focus on our event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayuri's anyway. Misschien nog een piece zachter hoor. Ik denk, is dit zacht genoeg? Ja, vast wel. Excuse me, what the fuck? Where's Sayuri anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayuri is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey Sayuri. I wave my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayuri shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayuri before turning back toward everyone else, but the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayuri recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shoveling through some papers at her desk. Kaplyung, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayuri recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down at her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Kapleung. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just want to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Kapleung. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? What? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Kapleung. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her, that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything, but I could tell that you wanted to be left alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I will be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. What? Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Kapleung, the world is full of meaning often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayuri is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case, Sayuri. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it in that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Wat gebeurt er? Okay everyone, after some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayuri. Who should I show my poem first? Sayuri, neem ik aan. Yes, sure, Sayuri, let's go. Gaat alles wel goed, chickie? It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. What? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Sayuri. Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Bit sus. That's a beetje sus. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayuri? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayuri cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Hoe zei de... What the fuck? Ze gaat gewoon loesoe. Oké, dat is een beetje apart. Sayuri gaat gewoon loesoe, what the fuck? Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even... Next. Oké, deze bitches hebben problemen. Deze bitches hebben mentale problemen. Dit is niet stabiel. Natsuki, wat de fuck doe jij, hoer dat je bent? Kapleung. Your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown to me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Kapleung, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Kaploon. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Kaploon. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me like just anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. What the fuck? Raar. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, if I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success, wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Oh, Ghost Under the Light Part 2. Holy titel, dat gaat weer lastig worden om te lezen. Oké. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path. A silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart. Teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Oh fuck, ik had het niet. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. Ik had het laatst niet gelezen, oh my god. But instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can... The poem is, once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Tuurlijk. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something, but I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah. I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. En dan is Monica nog over, hè. Monica, jij bent de laatste van vandaag. Hi, Kaploon. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, Being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hand. Hands, your style's gotten so refined, Kaplioen. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spent with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. It's awfully suspicious, you know, a bit sus, bitch sus, PC sus. Spending time with her in the club room every day, reading that edgy novel with her. Shut the fuck up, Monica. Serieus, je doet echt een bitch, ben je gewoon. I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know? Alright, I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up, so if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality, they're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Huh? Alright, what the fuck? Okay, The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, legend is all that remains, the last dim star glamoring in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather. A dry quill, expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything and knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There's no meaning, there's no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat and I pick up a gust of wind. Okay. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything. But it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see, I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alsjeblieft, Monica. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. What the fuck? Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayuri isn't here. It seems you're right. Like, wat... merken ze dat nu pas op? Like, what the fuck? Sayuri always helps lighting the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayuri. Ja, precies. Echt iedereen shut the fuck about Sayuri, okay? Ik wilde niet neuken. Stop. Fucking stop. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Huh? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Oh, yeah, beantwoord mijn vraag geen eens, vieze bitch. Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. So, let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayuri will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can... what? Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. Facts, okay? Facts. It's the facts. Je bent useless. Get the fuck out of here, trash. Nee, sorry. Het spijt me. It's not it at all. Luister naar fucking Monica. You're the most talented person here, you know. Oké, je hoeft niet daar fucking lul te zuigen. Dat gaat ook te ver. Je hoeft niet daar... zo goed is ook weer niet. Laten we heel eerlijk zijn. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayuri enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. About that. I love atmosphere. Holy tering, ouwe. Ze gaat ineens hard op de game. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Caprium, the one who is truly useless. Ik vind het jammer dat niet een van die chickies had gezegd, ik zou stuk gaan. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Caprium may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Caprium to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work and baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, chill out, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Kepler to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez, can we just settle this already? Yeah. Kepler, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Ah, of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with... Sayuri! I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayuri. Sorry, bitches. No Nut November is going strong. Fuck you, other three, okay? Later, bitches. I mean, we're already neighbors and... But Monica said that Sayuri was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Ik wil Monica kiezen, maar dat mag toch niet. Dus Yuri, oké? Dan zeg ik dit wel. Niet zeiken, bitches. Ik wil Sayuri helpen, maar ja, dan toch niet. Flikker dan op. Well, I'd probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Kepler? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking by yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Kepler? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki, what the fuck? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? Iedereen wordt helemaal boos op die bitch. I didn't even do anything. No. Deze chickies kunnen... Dit zijn echt niet normale mensen. Deze mensen kunnen niet normaal functioneren. Like, ze weten echt niet hoe normale fucking gesprekken werken of zo. That's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Kepler picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So, I get it. I'm kinda surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayuri. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayuri would say at a time like this. Because Sayuri always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. Now, I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. Ja, inderdaad, like serious. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the room as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yeah. Alright then, Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Huh? What the fuck, my house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. Denk het niet. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright, no big deal. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Kaplun. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You want me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Overthinking, huh? I didn't realize. I'm sorry. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long time. I believe you. Oh, thanks, bitch. As if it took her a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out of the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday, even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayuri. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. Waarom zeg je dat zo raar? But who knows what might end up happening when we're out of sight. Oh my god, je gaat er niet neuken. Oké, stop. Deze guy denkt echt dat hij instant fucking anale seks krijgt. Dus sorry, maar dat gaat niet gebeuren. Shut the fuck up. Je kent deze bitch 4 dagen, man. Doe normaal. Doe normaal. Oké? Chill. Je kan niet gelijk instant in love vallen. Like, je kent haar nauwelijks met personality en zo. What the fuck? She even told me she was looking forward to it. Ik snap, ze heeft dikke titel, oké, maar... Fuck off. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayuri finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Oh, nu moeten we nog steeds een poem schrijven of niet? It's already Sunday. Like, what the fuck, dikke time skip. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in ik weet niet wat er stond. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayuri since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayuri said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayuri's feelings aside when she might need me? Dus, spoiler, we gaan naar Sayuri. I decide to visit Sayuri before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayuri's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayuri isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayuri? Hi, Kaplion. Sayuri, hallo, chickie. Wat is de probleem? Wat is deine problemo? Trouwens, waar de fuck zijn je ouders? Like, ik snap in de anime, die ouders zijn altijd loesoe, maar what the fuck? I sit down in her room. Sayuri forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayuri's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? So you had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival, Preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Awkward, yep. There's more silence between us. So Yuri stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just want to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So Yuri smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Capleon. What? Why can't it just like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings. If I didn't make that stupid mistake. Waar heb jij het over, Chickie? Then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayuri, what the fuck? It's a mismatch, Al. I grab Sayuri by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayuri gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Kabloon, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayuri? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Kabloon? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had a really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayuri kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want me? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayuri? Huh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Capleon. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You are right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayuri, but I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Capleon, there's nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was, but I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayuri's face. Oh my god, Awa. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayuri's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Capleon, Sayuri, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Capricorn. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Capricorn. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Capricorn. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Tomorrow, yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all the days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Wauw. Sayori heeft depressie. Holy. Ja, dat is een shocker. Holy tieten mensen, dat is een shockertje. Is zeker waar. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Oh my god, as I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel sort of panicked. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry, I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for me a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. Trouwens, zijn Sayori en ik niet neighbors? Dat betekent niet dat onze huizen naast elkaar zijn? Of ben ik nou spastisch? Ik bedoel, neighbors, zeg maar, gewoon in de straat, zeg maar. Dus dan moet je wel een PC lopen, maar alsnog, een beetje sas. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decide to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. Oké, we gaan de kamer binnen. Dit is onze kamer, boys. Dit is de gamerkamer. We hebben, rechts hebben we de PC. GTX 1090. Dan hebben we keyboard. Razer. Hoe heet het? I don't know. Razer Huntsman Elite Pro. Dan hebben we een stoel. Gaming chair, obviously. Dan hebben we daar een kast. Nothing to note. We hebben een 2-persoonsbed, zodat we altijd een beetje kunnen pakken. Doggy style altijd. Links hebben we heel veel boeken. Sommige van die boeken zitten wat porrie tussen, maar dat maakt niet uit. Sommige van die boeken zijn bijvoorbeeld Harry Potter. Harry Potter vind ik fucking geweldig. En dan hebben we de tv, daar kijk ik allemaal horrorfilms op. Kijk ik Breaking Bad op. Ik heb daar YouTube op gekeken, Paracynical. Ik heb Utopia daarop gekeken, fucking awesome serie. En ja, verder hebben we geen lamp in mijn room, zoals ik daarboven kan zien. Ik weet niet maar waar mijn lamp is, ik weet dat ook niet. Dan hebben we nog een kapje. Een kapje, ik bedoel een kastje. Daar bewaar ik altijd mijn dropfruitjuice, zoetzuur. Heb ik altijd mijn dropmens liggen. Ik heb mijn, ja, wat heb ik nog meer in mijn kastje? Ja, wat dingen die een beetje strikt geheim zijn. En ja, dat was het. Daarnaast heb ik daar nog een random klerenhanger aan mijn kast hangen, terwijl er geen eens een knopje op zit. Ik weet niet waarvoor dat is. Dat is een kutkamer eigenlijk. Ik wil loesoe gaan, what the fuck is this shit? The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Yeah, I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. I don't know, I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Ah, what the fuck? That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. Bro, what the fuck doet zij? Je gaat toch niet zomaar laadjes van iemand openen? Fucking bitch. Daar zit mijn hentai dus in, ja. Fucking, Even nadenken, Yuri. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Awkward. Ah, yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lightning. Geen idee wat dat is. Candles. Oké. Klinkt als aromatisch. Wanneer is een binding aromatisch? Als hij 4 n plus 2 pi-elektronen heeft. En wanneer die... ja, als er alleen maar sp2 gehybridiseerde koolstofatomen naast elkaar liggen. Of alleen maar sp2 gehybridiseerde atomen naast elkaar. Dan is hij aromatisch. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. What? Okay. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. Ik denk dat deze episode gaat eindigen tot zo.